So I'm Dr. Nishant Gaurav. I'm a associate consultant radiation oncologist at Medanta Hospital, Patna, and yeah, life is good with radiation oncology. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, what are the most common early signs or symptoms you see in breast cancer?
So breast cancer, the first and the foremost sign would be a lump that the patient would be aware of. At times, breast cancers come with present with nipple discharge or bloody discharge via nipple, and in very few cases, like in very aggressive cases, you might not see a breast lump, but you can have a sudden pain or a weight loss or back pain or a bony pain. You can at times, when it is a stage 4 disease, you can present with breathlessness. So breast cancer is generally localized disease like a lump, maybe skin changes over the breast, and अगर एडवांस डिजीज है या काफ़ी मेटास्टैटिक डिजीज है तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि कहाँ गया है कैंसर, उस हिसाब से you'll have symptom. So let's say that the cancer has spread to the spine, so you'll have pain in the back. If you have this cancer has gone to the brain, you'll have headache, you can have vomiting. So depends on what is the presentation, what stage is the disease in. Localized disease, you'll of course see a lump.
सर, तो कौन से एज से हमें स्क्रीनिंग शुरू कर देनी चाहिए?
तो देखिए, गाइडलाइंस तो बहुत मतलब वेरीड हैं. गाइडलाइंस से दैट यू स्टार्ट स्क्रीनिंग अर्ली. आइडियली व्हाट आई वुड से इज कि स्क्रीनिंग जो है दो तरीके से होती है. एक, यू डू इट योरसेल्फ, एंड इन ब्रेस्ट कैंसर देयर इज अ स्क्रीनिंग दैट इज सपोज टू बी डन बाय अ क्लिनिशियन, एंड देन देयर इज रेडियोलॉजिकल स्क्रीनिंग दैट हैज टू हैपन. तो जो बेस्ट एंड द जो गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड है वो बोलते हैं सेल्फ ब्रेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन. सो देयर आर यूट्यूब में वीडियोज which you can go and of course check out, and you can see how does one do a self breast examination, which should be done by all women regularly. And at times, and now I mean this is very uncommon, but even males, even in male population, we are seeing a lot of breast cancer cases these days. So yeah, I mean self breast examination, clinical examination, mammography, yearly mammography, and in cases wherein in families jahan pe ki breast cancer has been has had an incidence in the previous generation, let's say, to un cases mein we recommend early screening. I mean, you start screening at the age of 25 years, and then instead of yearly mammogram, we advise 6 monthly mammogram for them, ultrasound of the breasts in early cases wherein you feel कि आप मतलब एज कम है, and then the breast is has more fibrofatty tissue. तो उन cases में we recommend MRI screening, but we have to understand कि the cost implication is huge. Apart from mammogram or USG, if you go for a higher modality of screening, there are cost implications. So self breast examination and clinical breast examination to me would be the gold standard.
So, how effective are breast self exams and early detection?
So very effective, I would say. So let's say that see, these lumps can be benign diseases as well. This can be a fibroadenoma, or it can be a benign ductal ectasia, or it can be a painful lump which can be nothing. It can be a breast abscess. So it's important to rule it out, get a mammogram done. There is a scoring system on mammogram to understand whether this lump is more towards the malignant side. Does it require a biopsy? Does it require axillary sampling? So there are clear-cut guidelines with respect to that. Very important to screen and go and reach that mammogram wala stage, and if you have a lump, very important. And उसके बाद उसको नकार देना कि नहीं, कैंसर नहीं है, वो it can be done on a mammogram. So if it is suspicious, it has to be biopsied. If it is not suspicious, you can say okay, follow it up, do a next mammogram in 6 months, look for any changes, look for calcifications in the mammogram, ultrasound, and then decide accordingly.
Okay, तो आफ्टर स्क्रीनिंग देन डायग्नोसिस, उसके बाद फिर हम इलाज पे जाते हैं, तो उसके भी स्टेजेस होते हैं.
Correct.
So, तो what are these stages?
Breast cancer is very it's a strange cancer, you know. So we can have you have the tendency to believe that कि बड़ा कैंसर मतलब stage 4 कैंसर. breast cancers can present as a small 2 centimeter or a centimeter or a micro-invasive carcinoma in the breast with stage 4 disease, with florid metastasis and bone metastasis and brain metastasis. It all depends on what kind of receptors and molecular pathways, whether it is ERPR, HER2 positive or triple negative breast cancer. So it मतलब जो whole management changes over it. तो so going back to your question कि किस तरीके से आप ट्रीट करते हैं ब्रेस्ट कैंसर को. So going across stages, let's say कि let's not complicate it कि if it is a localized lump, let's say the first treatment would be to go ahead and obtain the entire tissue. आपने पूरा टिश्यू निकाला, आपने मॉलिक्यूलर एनालिसिस किया, आपने ERPR स्टेटस देखा, आपने देखा कि ये कितना मैलिग्नेंट है, इसमें कितनी पोटेंशियल है टू स्प्रेड. Then you apply some criteria and check whether this patient requires adjuvant chemotherapy. Why? Why chemotherapy? It's a very good question. Yeah. तो अगर जो हम कीमोथेरेपी क्यों करना है, इसको समझने के लिए हमको पूरा कैंसर की बायोलॉजी समझनी पड़ेगी. स्मॉल कैंसर आपने काट के हटा दिया, नो डिजीज. Bigger cancer, you feel that, more aggressive cancer, you feel that कि ये यहाँ पे है, but it is not just sitting here silently. It might have spread. You do a PET CT, you see nothing. Yeah. Let's say you see nothing. That doesn't mean that there is nothing. That means that there can still be some microscopic cells that you're not picking up on PET scan. So, अगर आपने कैंसर की जब आपने सर्जरी करके निकाला, आपने बायोलॉजी में देखा कि इट्स अ वेरी एग्रेसिव ट्यूमर एंड यू नीड टू कंसोलिडेट योर ट्रीटमेंट, यू नीड टू गिव समथिंग थ्रू intravenous lines so that it can flow across the body, catch wherever cancer cells are there and kill it. To put it in simpler terms. So in these cases, you subject the patient to chemotherapy. Now, since the chemotherapy is done, where is the risk of recurrence? Yes. The risk of recurrence is there where the tumor was. So either the remaining breast, if you have done a breast conservation surgery, or the chest wall, if you have removed the entire breast. So you go for the treatment, that is the local treatment, जहाँ पे कि आप either breast को radiate करते हैं या chest wall को radiate करते हैं, so that you do not have a local recurrence that is in the breast. And then not just that, अगर जो ट्यूमर estrogen receptor, progesterone receptor positive है, तो you start something known as selective estrogen receptor modulator, which is known as SERM. तो या तो फिर if the patient is premenopausal यानी कि menopause नहीं हुआ है, तो you start the patient on a tamoxifen. If the patient is postmenopausal, you start the patient on letrozole. If the patient is ERPR positive, and of course if the patient is HER2 positive, then the patient will receive the standard trastuzumab regime to reduce the chances of recurrence. And not just that, the patient has to review and follow up 3 monthly in the first year, 4 monthly in the second year, 4 to 6 monthly in the third year, 3 to 5, and then of course yearly after 5 years. It's very important that once a breast cancer case is always a breast cancer case. So let's say that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, and we have seen recurrences after 20 years. Let's say that the patient was diagnosed with breast cancer in year 2000, and she's having a recurrence of breast cancer in 2024. So once a breast cancer patient, always a breast cancer patient, and we have to stick to regular screening and timely follow-up, and still continue with the mammograms if you have preserved breast, that is you've gone for a breast conservation for the contralateral breast. And if the lady is young, we need to understand that BRCA mutations are there, and if in triple negative breast cancer, there's good chances of BRCA mutation being positive. So such cases you'll have to screen the entire family, the all females and the first generation across, and everybody needs to be aware that you have a higher chance of having a breast cancer. As well as we know that Angelina Jolie underwent bilateral salpingo-oophorectomy and mastectomy and had to reduce chances because she was found to be BRCA mutation positive. So this is the recent evidence that we have for the world.
So in what cases is radiation therapy essential in breast cancer?
So essential breast conservation. So let's say that we'll have to delve deeper into this to be able to understand when is radiation absolutely essential. देखिए, जब आपके ब्रेस्ट में ट्यूमर आ चुका और आपने पूरा ब्रेस्ट नहीं बताया हटाया, क्यों? बिकॉज यू वांटेड cosmetically superior outcomes.
Yeah.
So there is something known as breast conservation surgery, wherein you just remove that quadrant of the breast or that lump and you preserve the breast. So वो जो पूरा area है ना, जो the remaining breast is at the higher risk of recurrence. So in these cases absolutely you have to give. In cases wherein you thought that you will not be able to do a curative intent surgery upfront, we spoke about it कि आपने सर्जरी किया, आपने देखा कि बड़ा है ट्यूमर, आपने बायोलॉजिकली देखा कि इसमें बहुत चांसेस है कि इसमें रिकरेंस हो, तो आपने कीमोथेरेपी ऐड किया. लेट्स से कि आपने ऑपरेट ही नहीं किया, आपने पहले कीमोथेरेपी दिया, मांस को छोटा किया और फिर उसके बाद आपने सर्जरी करने की कोशिश करी. उस केस में 100% आपको रेडिएशन देना ही है ब्रेस्ट में. इसके अलावा अगर आपने मैस्टेक्टमी करके हटा दिया है लेकिन ट्यूमर का साइज जो है मोर देन T2 है या नोड में ट्यूमर्स मिले, मतलब कैंसर सेल्स मिले यानी एक्सिलरी नोड्स में, उस केस में रेडिएशन देना एब्सोल्युटली नेसेसरी है.
What are some terminology should patient understand when discussing radiation therapy?
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली. तो देखिए हर एक ट्रीटमेंट का, जैसे कि हम लोग जानते हैं ना कि कीमोथेरेपी में नौशिया वॉमिटिंग होती है. वी ऑल्सो नो दैट विद सर्जरी देर इज वुंड रिलेटेड इश्यूज. सो रेडिएशन में क्या क्या साइड इफेक्ट्स होते हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, समझिए कि जहाँ पे हम रेडिएशन दे रहे हैं, कहीं पे भी दे रहे हैं, तो ये जला नहीं रहा है आपको. तो वी हैव अ कॉमन मिसकंसेप्शन कि हम रेडिएशन से जलाते हैं. वी डोंट बर्न यू, वी डोंट फ्राई यू, we don't do any of those things. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, we use high energy x-rays and those high energy x-rays penetrate the skin and go below underneath the skin. तो skin पे कुछ आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि कभी चोट लगी होती है या फिर you get a scratch, तो उस तरह की feeling at times you will see on the breast which is transient. The second most important thing is, आप समझिए कि you have done a mastectomy and you have cleared the axilla. तो हाथों में जो है ना venous drainage इम्पेयर हो जाता है एंड देन देयर इज स्वेलिंग इन द आर्म. तो ये समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि उन केसेस में जिसमें कि मैस्टेक्टमी के बाद हमने रेडिएशन दिया है एंड कवर्ड द एक्सिला एंड द ब्रेस्ट एंड द सुप्राक्लेविकुलर फोसा, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि हाथों में सूजन आती है, लिम्फीडीमा. इसके अलावा व्हाट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज टर्मिनोलॉजीज में, तो लिम्फीडीमा हमने बात करा डर्माटाइटिस का जो कि स्किन में आता है. इसके अलावा few things like during treatment and post treatment you have to understand. The first and the foremost important thing, self breast examination. अगर remaining breast है तो SBE करता ही रहना है. Other than that, there will be a lot of things that I would want to talk to you, but I think the time being prohibitive, I think there will be a million terms that I can introduce you to.
Okay. So what does long term follow up care look like after radiation therapy is complete?
तो केयर में क्या है, हमने अभी वी जस्ट स्पोक अबाउट लिम्फीडिमा. तो लिम्फीडिमा मैनेजमेंट, सो लिम्फीडिमा मैनेजमेंट में यू हैव एक्सरसाइजेस दैट द फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट डज टीच यू एंड वी डू टीच यू एक्सरसाइजेस टू रिड्यूस दीज लिम्फेडिमास इन द आर्म. तो दैट इज द फर्स्ट एंड द फोरमोस्ट थिंग. ये लॉन्ग टर्म केयर है. दूसरा है सेल्फ ब्रेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन, पीरियोडिक ब्रेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन बाय अ क्लिनिशियन, 6 monthly mammogram, which can be reduced to yearly mammogram after 3rd year. So these are the follow-ups that you have to do, and apart from that 5 to 10 years of tamoxifen or letrozole. So that is very very important. So the trials after trials have proven that the patients who are ERPR positive pre-menopausal have to take tamoxifen for 10 years and post-menopausal have to take letrozole for at least for 5 to 10 years, and latest data says that 10 years. And during the entire duration of treatment, since letrozole causes calcium का मतलब loss from the bones, you have to get intermittent DEXA scans to reduce chances of fracture. If there is a low Z score or Z score is pointing towards impending fracture, तो उस केस में हमको जो है bisphosphonates या denosumab देते रहना है patients को, and that is a long term care that we routinely take care of for all patients.
तो मतलब if someone has breast cancer and that is treated, तो क्या वो इंसान जैसे नेचुरली जन्म लिया था वैसे नहीं रह जाता?
I had an accident yesterday. Am I the same today? No, I'm more virtuous. I have a better understanding of things. If I have a accident driving fast on a highway, ऑन अ हाईवे, तो अगली बार से जब मैं गाड़ी चला लूँगा, अगर मैं बच गया तो आई विल थिंक ट्वाइस बिफोर स्पीडिंग, आई थिंक ट्वाइस बिफोर टेकिंग ओवर समबडी फ्रॉम द रॉन्ग एंड. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर जो किसी इंसान को ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हो गया, तो या तो उन्होंने लेट किया होगा डायग्नोसिस में, या नहीं तो कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ तो केयरलेसनेस, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ तो रही होगी डायग्नोस लेट होने में. Life will be the same. They'll be much more virtuous and they will be much more aware. A cancer diagnosis teaches you, tests your family, tests your patients, tests your partner, tests your siblings, your kids, tests everybody around you. Right from the first day you come across this diagnosis to the last day you end the treatment, you are a different person, is what I feel. That is across patients, not just breast cancer, to me.
One thing you wish every caregiver should understand.
Going back to the final year of my MBBS training, wherein my medicine HOD told me that um, the disease will kill the patient and your bill will kill the family. So that stands true. अभी भी आज तक मेरे को अभी भी सुनता है कि the disease will eventually probably might kill the patient, but my bill shouldn't kill the family. So that is something that all caregivers should understand when it comes to cancer treatment.
Great. Sir, any message? Any more message?
Message. So अब जब when we have the data and that data says that कि अगले 10 सालों में 10 में से हर एक 10 में से एक इंसान को कैंसर होगा, so we are looking at a huge problem and problem इतना बड़ा कि we cannot anticipate, we are not able to understand कि कितना बड़ा challenge होगा, कितनी बड़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए इस चीज़ को हैंडल करने के लिए. Just like COVID, when it came, it struck us, we didn't know what to do with it. आप इमेजिन करो कि इस कमरे में 10 लोग हैं, इसमें से किसी एक को अगर कैंसर हो जाए एंड दैट एवरी 10th इंडिविजुअल विल हैव कैंसर, एंड देन यू इमेजिन कितना बड़ा हेल्थ केयर पे बर्डन आने वाला है, कंसिडरिंग कि इस पूरे सिटी में कितने ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट्स हैं, पूरे बिहार में कितने ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट्स हैं, फॉर दैट मैटर इन द मोहल्ला, द एरिया, द डिस्ट्रिक्ट दैट यू लिव, इफ यू नॉट इन पटना. How many oncologists do you come across in Samastipur, Katihar, Madhepura, Purnia, Saharsa, Betia, Ara? None. So that is where our next decade has to be spent. Equip medical colleges with oncology departments so that kids who are pursuing their MBBS understand oncology, see cases in very early in their career, develop interest towards oncology, take up oncology, and then do some service for the people.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.